Hello and welcome to the Wednesday Night Youth Group podcast. I'm Caleb. We have Lauren, Kate, and Ella here. And Lily and Aiden will be joining us in a little bit. But we were going to start with a Bible verse. So first, Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 21. Test all things, hold fast what is good. So we're going to explore that a little bit later, and especially at youth group today. But for the most part, let's go fast. And today, our high schoolers, they have questions and they want to talk about them. So who wants to go first?
I mean, I wanted to start off just by kind of saying like our highs and lows of the day, kind of setting the tone for this episode. So I guess I can start. My high for the day, I have two. One, I resolved a kind of long-lasting conflict between me and my best friend. So that's been kind of like a weight off my shoulders, which has been good. And also the sunset was beautiful tonight. And my low, I had a headache this morning that didn't really shake until a couple hours ago. So yeah.
Nice.
My high for the day was that I was just really productive. I got a lot of work done, and it was a good day. And my low is that I had to get up at 6 this morning for golf practice. And then after golf practice, I went to Starbucks, and my drink was really bad. It tasted like water, and that was just not what I needed to start off my day.
Reported it
So,
Starbucks app.
actually another high. I reported it, and they felt so bad. They gave me $7 back, which is more than the drink cost.
Hearing the
So,
final
I made money, but it worked out. But it was still very sad the whole day. I was just looking at my drink.
I'm proud of your confrontation skills there.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was good.
Stand up for yourself. It's all right.
My high was probably I called my friend since she went back to college, so it was nice to talk to her. And my low was that I had to write an essay today for a program for one of my colleges.
Nice. Yeah. My high is that youth group starts back up again. We've had a pretty long break, it feels like, when we don't meet. Even if it's just 2 weeks, it's just kind of fun seeing everyone. And my low is that well, let's see. My dog woke me up by sitting on my face this morning. And she's not a big dog. She's a little dog, little wiener dog, but just wasn't expecting it. So 5 a.m. wake up call, she sat on my face. And that's just life. That's just life. Whatever throws 2025 is gonna throw some stuff at you.
For sure.
Yeah. Let's go with our 2024, right? 2024. What do you think, and how did your 2024 end?
My 2024 ended in Mexico with my family, so that was exciting. But I think on a more like philosophical level, I think my 2024 ended with kind of like some tension with like within myself. I think it was a stressful year for me, and my stress isn't quite ending, so it didn't feel a lot like I could like put the year away and just kind of move on. But I think through 2024 I learned kind of my strength, like my mental strength and physical strength, my ability to persevere.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, right. It's weird that every year you kind of gain a little more perseverance, anything like that. You expect senior year to be a little bit easier, right?
It's not.
It's not.
Spoiler alert. It's like kind of sucks.
Ella?
I would say similar to Kate. I mean, I hung out with some friends on New Year's Eve, so that was like a fun way to end the year. But then I would also say like it was a pretty hard year, just like with a lot of different things going on. But for me, kind of different than Kate, I feel like it was kind of comforting to know like, okay, I'm in 2025 now, like all of that is behind me. Like I have almost like a fresh start, a new chance to like improve on things and just kind of like start over and like yeah. So for me, I felt like good about going into the new year, and it's going good so far. So that's good.
It's awesome.
I just spent some time with my family on New Year's, but I also agree with Kate just because I feel like, I don't know, it is a new year, but I feel like some things have like carried over a little. But I don't know, I'm looking forward to like the new exciting things. But also I feel like in 2024, I learned like a lot more about myself, and I feel like I don't know, people call it like authenticity. Like I feel like I'm more confident in like who I am.
Yeah, it's awesome. For myself, I don't know if you guys know this. I've officially been in my job for a whole year. No one scared me away, which is what all of you told me on my first day at youth group was that we're gonna scare you away. It might have been Anna Woods that said it.
I don't know. I don't think that we're super scary, but can't speak for everyone.
Yeah, right. But it was just a full year of a full job, going to school and living back in my home city. I'm from here, from Eden Prairie. I love Eden Prairie, but I'll be honest, never expected to be back in Eden Prairie. I moved ever since I graduated high school. I never actually lived in Eden Prairie for longer than 2 weeks because I would go to school and then I would go to camp. And I wouldn't come home on weekends or anything like that. And if I did, I would go visit my girlfriend at the time, now wife. And then and then as soon as camp would be over, I would have 4 days, and then I have to head home, and I would have to head back to school. And then as soon as I graduated school, I had 2 weeks, and then me and my wife moved out to Oregon. So this is like the longest I've been in my hometown since I've been your age. Think about it like that.
Dang.
I know. So just a big year of just sinking back into my roots, trying to cope that there's no more Sears and that it's Scheels now. And that is a different feel, let me tell you. Because I remember shopping at that Sears for a new dishwasher with my mom when I was a kid. And so that's the only thing you can really buy at Sears. But Lily's actually joined us now. She wanted to talk about her 2024 a little bit. So what's been going on? Oh, how did 2024 end for you?
2024 did pretty good. The last couple months were a little rough. But it was my puppy's first Christmas and New Year's.
Describe your puppy a little.
Okay. Her name is Bernadette. She's a Bernedoodle, a mini Bernedoodle. So she's like 4 pounds, and she's white with some brown spots, and she's this cutest little menace, to say the least. But yeah, she's a little baby.
That's awesome. Yeah. I think we wanted to talk. What was the topic again? I don't want to butcher it. So
2025 ins and outs. So basically, what are you bringing into 2025 from 2024? And then what's out? What do you not want to bring with you? What are you wiping your hands clean from? Yeah.
Does anyone have an immediate thought on that?
I mean, are we going like serious or like I've seen everything? Like there's like
really what's your plan?
like
Anything.
yeah, okay.
Anything. It's just don't worry about it. We're just chatting.
What's not an in?
Yeah, what's an in?
Subway.
Yes. I've always been a Subway.
Everybody hates on it, and it's not fair. It's so good.
I was just a little outraged. I got a Subway 6-inch the other day, and it was cost me $10 with a bag of chips.
I mean, guys, that's a meal. That's a $10 meal. If you were to go to a restaurant, that's like what, $30?
That's true. And like any other sandwich shop, it's gonna be like $10, which is the same thing.
I just really like Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's is
good, but Subway is just Jimmy John. Oh, I can Jimmy John's.
Did you ever pickle sandwich?
No,
let's try that.
I have a friend that works at Jimmy John's, and he hates making those because you have to like actually make it with a pickle. So it's like it's not a myth, you guys. It's real, but like it's kind of insane.
I order a Beach Club every time I go there, and I swear they hate making those.
Why?
What's
no?
Beach
Every
Club?
time they're like, okay. And
I
I'm
just
like,
don't think
guys?
people that work at Jimmy John's are super lively.
True. Yeah.
Like I think that if I worked at Jimmy John's, no offense to the workers there, but I would hate it.
True.
Yeah. You know, like
Free sandwiches.
free sandwiches.
True.
But like,
Free pickles.
Is there anything else that's in right now for 2025? Can I throw it out there?
Yeah.
Can I throw it out there? Mustaches.
Mm.
Clean shaved mustaches.
Might be a person.
I think those are in. I've been trying to convince my wife all New Year's that mustaches are in for 2025.
I think you're alone in this one.
Yeah.
I think there's a very small percentage of people that can like tolerate it so well. And when they can, it's great.
Yep.
But like when it fails, it's not. It rubs me the wrong way.
Are you saying this because you want a clean shaven mustache?
I had one.
Oh.
I had one over New Year's.
I mean,
What were these called?
Sideburns.
Chomps.
That
was
so.
So it was pretty bad. I mean, you can't really get worse than that one.
Yeah, I had for the listeners, I had I had sideburns that went all the way down to my jaw, and then I gave myself a little soul patch. Some people said I looked like Hans from Frozen.
Yeah. I feel like maybe you can make an argument and be like, okay, would you prefer a mustache or
It's a would you rather situation.
Yeah. So,
I
no,
think-
you're saying mutton chops are definitely out.
Yes. Keep those in 2024.
I think it's
mustache?
If it's, I don't think that one's a close one.
that's fair. That's fair. Is there anything else you guys are thinking for sure in?
I think taking naps needs
Yes.
to be like people sometimes hate on it, and I think it needs to be less hated on. Like nothing wrong with a good nap.
It's so real.
Is it like, are you talking about like a power nap? Like, how long is this nap? Because
I mean,
I can't nap.
I can't fall asleep for 10 minutes and wake up and feel like I took a nap. It needs to be at least 30 minutes.
Oh,
That's the cutoff?
I think my threshold is like if I sleep for 20 minutes,
Mine's more.
I feel great. If I sleep for 2 hours, I feel terrible.
Yeah, that's why I feel like 30 minutes is like for me. That's like the good.
Yeah.
So
I can sleep for 2 hours.
30 minutes is defined as like a good nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 to 30 and in that area.
Mhm.
Well, like 45, that sounds like you just fell asleep.
That's fine.
So you're raising yours, your threshold goes like,
You just want to be like lightly unconscious.
Like almost sleeping, but not really.
A coffee. I think.
Do you know how this is?
no.
Okay, it's supposed to help you feel really energized from a nap.
I need this.
You drink like a regular amount of coffee, like 100 milligrams of caffeine or whatever, and then you take a 20-minute nap, but you have to like chug the coffee and then take a 20-minute nap
Is it hot
it
coffee?
takes like whatever. But then it takes 20 minutes for the caffeine to kick in. And then once you wake up from the nap after 20 minutes, you're like awake from the nap, but then the caffeine kicks in. So you're supposed to be like really awake.
I feel like the placebo effect would ruin that for me though, because I just wouldn't be able to fall asleep. I'd be like, no, the caffeine's in my system. I can't do it.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
I've never tried it. I don't think I want to.
I think you should try and then report back.
I think my stomach would hurt.
Chugging coffee would
Yeah.
not be good for me.
I can't chug coffee.
I can't. I'm such like a.
That's the sipper.
I can't.
I've heard the one with coffee where it's like you're supposed to be awake for an hour and then you're supposed to have your coffee.
Why?
I've never followed that.
Because it's supposed to be like you're supposed to wake yourself up and coffee's supposed to maintain your day instead of coffee being the reason that you wake up. Because then like that's when you crash, the caffeine crash. But this is just something I've heard. I don't know if it's true or not. I can't even have caffeine. What were you saying now?
I said that's also how you get addicted to it, like my parents.
Yes.
They can't go a day without their coffee.
Straight black coffee.
But going back to the naps, I think it's like personal preference. I'm not here to tell you you can't take a 2-hour nap. Like I think everyone can take however long of naps they want. I just think naps in general are in.
Naps in
That's fair.
general are in. All right. What else are we feeling in, Kate? Did you say you had one?
I think in what's the word? Like in light of the potential TikTok ban, I think Instagram Reels are in.
Yes.
Yes.
I am on them more than TikTok, honestly, at this point. I think it's so good. I think it's really, I get that little like dopamine hit. It's really great. I love Instagram Reels. I think they should continue.
Can I?
Yes.
I get made fun of for like laughing out loud at my.
No, they're so good.
They're funny.
Instagram was
There's so many funny ones.
Video I've seen.
No,
watch
I have so many funny ones.
Can I ask the difference between Reels and TikTok besides that they're apps? I know they're separate apps. I'm not ancient, but
Instagram Reels is like Instagram's take when TikTok blew up.
Yeah.
Instagram develops, and so did Facebook, so did YouTube. Everything. Everyone tried to harness TikTok's popularity, and so Instagram created Reels, which is just it's basically TikTok. It's the same vertical swiping. You can like, you can comment, you can share, but it's Instagram's version, and so it's a lot of like content creators will use both platforms just to like make more money. But I think that Instagram's algorithm is better for like personalizing your feed. So I enjoy it a lot more.
I've also heard, I don't know if this is true, and maybe you would know this, but I heard that Instagram is less censored. Like, do you remember when? No, No, I think it's bad, but some people think it's like funnier because like
I
there's
think it's
less
fun.
things that like not in a bad way, but just like TikTok does.
Because
If
TikTok's
anything
gotten
gets reported, it's
Yeah.
like down.
because
Like they,
TikTok's gotten a lot more like lawsuits and stuff because of
Yes.
like it being unsafe for children, but Instagram has never been targeted towards children.
Yeah.
so that's like
Oh,
I don't think
that's very true.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't think of it like that. Instagram's really not targeted towards kids.
And like
yeah.
in the beginning of TikTok, like Instagram, like known in our generation was like, oh, like the mom app and everything, and like then it just kind of like
Instagram was the mom app.
kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
And you kind of like like
I'm not telling my wife that.
yeah, next because like when something becomes the new thing, everything else is like obsolete. So it's just you know what I mean.
No, it's not a bad thing, but I do
No.
think it's like a difference.
It's
Like,
definitely
Instagram is definitely less like less
Like,
censored.
my algorithms are very different on that.
Oh,
My reels are like
sure.
animals, people like falling
Yeah.
off things.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm
yes,
saying.
like,
People like near dying. Like I'm just it's
no, and
very-
I'm just like,
falling out of there.
video
It somehow knows what I want to see before I tell it that I don't want to see.
If I went to my reels right now, it'd probably be someone like flying off a skateboard. Like,
I've had a raccoon jumping off of a dumpster truck.
Well,
That one was funny.
or like monkeys jumping on this girl's head. Like it's
No,
so funny.
things and you're like, is this real? Like, is this AI? Because it's crazy.
No, it's funny though. I want to find. There's this one that I sending. And
Yeah, I don't know if our viewers can see the Instagram reels, so we'll have to show each other later. But
I'm trying to see what the ones that are.
what else is in right now? What else are we feeling that's in, or do we want to go out?
well, I have one more in.
What's one more in?
Winter coats.
Winter.
It makes me so mad when people complain about being cold and they don't bring a coat to school. I bring a coat to school. I wear it because I have a long trek to and from my first and second hour, and then I have a long trek into the school and out of the school. And so I just like, you need a coat. It's like the highs are like 15 degrees. And one of my friends like just will wear like a t-shirt and sweatpants to school and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so cold. Because school heating is a thing, although it is not as good as your home is going to be. And I don't have the time of day to listen to you complain about you being cold when you didn't bring a coat.
No, they keep you so warm.
I'm so warm, my
You
coat.
have
I'm
it for a
protective.
reason.
What's the top coat that's in for you guys?
Ritus Super Pups. I
No.
say everyone has those though.
I love
Yeah.
mine. Mine
I
is
like
an
it.
LLB. Mine's long. And I
No,
like
I think it's like a Patagonia or a Columbia or something, just like a standard coat
Yeah.
brand.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend the Lulu coat. It's like Aritzia, like basically same thing, but just depends on what brand
What's the
you like.
price range between like?
I don't know how much the Aritzia one is. The
Probably
Lulu
like
one's like
200.
300, but it's really
I like
nice.
like
The
an
hood
on
is like
sale coat.
Yes, mine was on
Like
sale.
an on sale coat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shields has great options.
That's real. I got my current coat up north. It was like $55, and it was like a nice brand. Yeah,
I use Carhartt.
I love Carhartt.
So
Are you a big fan of Carhartt? You're in?
Yeah, honestly, it's because it's about the one of three clothing brands that have my size.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
I'm telling you, Shields. If you're looking for anyone to sponsor us, if you're listening, Shields. Please.
everybody loves my dog there.
Yeah, we'll even record a podcast at Shields
Oh, beautiful.
if you
Right under the
sponsor this
aquarium.
video. I'm sorry, this podcast. What are some outs? Anyone feeling some outs?
This
Click.
is Click. Yeah.
Oh,
What?
Cliques.
Like with a Q?
No, people.
cliques, like groups of people
I
who
know,
are
like, isn't that with a Q?
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, sorry.
Seal.
So like, what is it about Cliques? What is it that you?
Like talk to other people.
Yeah.
Like I feel
branch out.
Expand your horizons.
and sometimes they're mean.
yeah.
And it's like I've had problems with cliques in cross country, and it just ruins everything. Like everyone's just like in their own little space, which is not bad to be in your own little friend group, but talk to other people.
Well, and I think there's a difference between having a friend group and having like your circle versus like not refusing to be friends with other people and like trying to be like exclusive because you think you're like cooler or something. I don't know. Like I feel like that's not helping anyone. You're just making enemies for no reason.
What do you think? What would be your kind of like? How would you like help a school or help a community be less cliquey? What's your kind of thoughts? I know that's kind of a hard one. Like I went to Eden Prairie. There was cliques when I was at Eden Prairie, and I know Eden Prairie and Minnetonka aren't that different. But it's the Southwest Metro. I mean, in general, that is a high school problem. and one that I believe people have been trying to solve for years. But what would be yours, Caleb?
Well, I feel like high schoolers are gonna be high schoolers. That's never been like a question.
Yeah.
Like we want to fit in, we want to know our people, and we want to like be almost like kind of told who we are by the categories we put ourselves in. So like I think that it's kind of increasing the message of like being your own individual person, embracing your own individual person. Like that's not going to reach everyone because you're only going to the only people that are going to hear you are the people that are listening.
Mhm.
But I think the more that we can emphasize like really trying to be your own person, finding your people, and instead of just trying to fit in, which I feel like has been like a big problem for our not a problem, but like a big trend with our generation. Like everyone trying to look like each other, act like each other, be like each other because
It's safe.
yeah, it's safe.
Yeah.
It's very safe. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I've seen that too. What about anybody else? Any ideas to solve cliques? Maybe someone's listening and needs to hear this.
I mean, I feel like it's hard to tell a big group of people to like do this.
Yeah.
But like I feel like okay, everyone hates seating charts.
Love a seating chart.
But part of you you meet like people that you would never talk to because you're like sitting next to them. And like even if you have a friend in that class, you can talk about the class 2 friend another time if you really had to. And like yeah, maybe you like go sit by them for like 5 minutes, but then you go back to the other person and then like I don't know, I've met like a ton of people in my classes that I'm friends with still. So
Especially when you go to such a big school like
Yeah.
Eden Prairie, like you don't like you'll graduate with people that you have never seen before.
yeah.
So like just the ability to like meet new people that again like you're not gonna meet otherwise.
No. Anybody else? Anybody else? Any other thoughts? Right. It's just so interesting to hear that. And you know what? There's a lot of people my age that think like you guys are less cliquey than we were. And that this new generation coming up is a lot more like individualistic and that you guys are a lot more authentic than we ever were. And so what would your be thought like? I mean, high schoolers will be high schoolers, but at the same time, what is your thought on like other people, older generations think that you guys are a lot more individualistic and more authentic than they ever were? What do you think? Well, go ahead.
I don't know about like I think that where that comes from is like I feel like our generation is seen as a lot more emotionally intelligent and a lot more focused on mental health and stuff. And so regardless of like whether that's true, I think everyone prioritizes a little bit more like your health and your well-being, which can relate to then like self-care and embracing your imperfections and just kind of like yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just because you said it, I want to ask this for everyone. How do you embrace your own imperfections? Like, I mean, that is such a cool, I just think that's such a cool thing that you guys noticed that, I mean, Kate, that you guys noticed about your generation. But I mean, I remember high school and we did not embrace our imperfections. I was told to work harder if I wasn't good at something or to be better at it. And it's not that, that didn't give me a good work ethic but sometimes there are some things you just can't really work on about your character, like yourself or anything like that, or you can't solve it overnight. People want you to solve it the next day, it feels like. But how do you guys embrace your imperfections?
I think for me, one, I talk to my mom. I feel like she always like knows what to say and knows like who I am and like my insecurities and is able to kind of embrace me and make me feel important. And then also just like and this is not something that's happened overnight. It's happened over the past couple of years of learning myself and going through phases of not liking who I became and then changing and all that kind of stuff. But just like knowing that as long as I'm happy with who I am and I know that I'm doing the best I can, that nothing matters and how I'm perceived necessarily shouldn't be my biggest priority. Just kind of like I want people to think that I'm kind and I'm reliable and I don't really like care whether someone like liked my hair that day or like noticed the fact that like I have like acne today, just like the things that I find imperfect, I just kind of hold the mentality of like it doesn't really matter that much at all. Like that's not what matters in like being a human to me, I guess.
Yeah, it's cool. Anybody else?
I would kind of say like similar to Kate, like I do think our generation is good or like better at it, but like I think kind of like Kate was saying, it still does like take a lot of time. Like I think for me and like probably most other people, like going into high school, I was like really still like insecure and just like I feel like I cared a lot more about what other people thought, and like also just being around like some people that weren't as like maybe could be seen as like toxic, and I feel like sometimes you just want to fit in, so you like if someone says something to you, you like really take it in and like will actually try to change things about yourself because you're like they said they didn't like this about me or like that I need to be more like this, and then you like do it. But then I think like over high school you kind of realize, or at least I realized, like everyone is just here to go to school, and like nobody actually cares that much. So like I don't know. That's just something that's helped me, like I think just realizing that like everyone is going through the same things, and so like just trying to care less. And I think like also just having more confidence helps a lot, because once you have more confidence than like insecurity, I think it just kind of like takes over, and then you just stop caring.
I also agree with all the things that have been said. And also, I feel like it's taken me like such a long time, but I feel like I've learned to like kind of shift my perspective and like the way that I think. So like sometimes if I find myself like saying not the nicest things about myself, I'll be like, okay, wait, like we shouldn't be saying this. And then I can kind of focus on like, well, you're actually like very productive today and you have like an amazing support system. Like not like Kate said, like people care a lot about themselves and they're not focusing as much on you as you think they are. So like things that you might notice, other people might not notice like as well.
I mean, more with like the shifting perspective, like I feel like so many people, or I've seen at least a lot of things where it's um, like people are focused on themselves so much, and if you like think about how you are thinking about yourself internally, like, but not thinking that other people are thinking like that, like it's just kind of, I don't know, I don't know where I'm going with that, but I mean, it's like not everybody is like thinking about you all the time. Like if you are thinking about like how you talk to your friends when something is like difficult, or like or just how you perceive other people, like it's so different than how you talk to yourself. And I mean, I saw this video the other day and it was this guy, and he was talking about how he would ask his friends like, do you love yourself? Like what do you love about yourself? And they were like, I mean, like I'm confident, like I look good. And then he would be like, well, do you love yourself when like times are hard or like times are difficult? And I think like in like growing up, I've just internally been doing that without putting words to it almost, because like I like grew up around a lot of people who had a lot of health issues and like things like that. But my cousin especially, it was just like this most happiest person ever, even though like her life was really difficult and is really difficult. Um and I mean like I had an older cousin who I was really close to, and my sister and my grandma and my mom, and it's just like I think I've looked up to those people for so long that it's just like they still seem like super confident and happy even though like this is difficult or like something like that. So I just feel like I've been doing that because it's like I see that in people I look up to.
I follow this account. This is kind of going off what Lauren had said and what Lily said in the beginning. Like, um, I follow this account on Instagram called We the Urban, which I love. It's one of my favorites. And they posted, it was probably like a year and a half ago or something. And it was something along the lines of like the only person like the only person you have to live with your whole life is yourself. So like even though like no matter what anyone else thinks, like you're with yourself forever. So if you're proud of yourself, if you're happy with who you are, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really cool to hear. I think it's really important. I wish I had friends like you guys when I was your age. You'd be surprised that guys my age now still don't talk about their feelings very well and their own self-worth. And I just want to kind of shift this same focus that we're having to just a little more interesting is, what do you think God would say about your imperfections? What do you think God wants us? How do you think he thinks of our imperfections?
Oh, okay. Um, tough question.
It's all right. Like, what do you think God would say about your imperfections, or how does he perceive them? Kind of around there.
Okay, okay, okay. I have a quote. Um, I just found this on I follow this account. It's called Rise with Me 77, and they have like God related posts, but also like not. Anyway, this one I came across and it was like, look at how God kept you afloat when everyone around you didn't realize you were drowning. And I feel like this, like, I kind of connected it to the, like, what's the story? The footprints in the sand. And it's like, it's just like God will carry you when you're drowning almost. And I feel like when when I like am going through a really difficult time, I find those like other things that I just like struggle with and like those imperfections. But like, I don't know, this quote I feel like is just like God maybe doesn't see them. Like he just understands that like you might be struggling with that, but like doesn't it doesn't affect his perception of you. Like no matter what, if you're struggling with something or like if you are like have these so and so like imperfections, like it doesn't matter. Like God is always going to be there for you and like keep you afloat.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a cool quote. And what's the account called, just in case any of
Rise with me 77, all lowercase, no caps.
awesome. Anybody else have thoughts?
I mean, I don't know how I can follow that, but like, I was just gonna say, like, I feel like, we're all created in the image of God, and so like, while we, like, kind of what Lily was saying, like, while we think that we have these imperfections and these like, just kind of, just like, like imperfections, so what I'm gonna go with, like, God doesn't see that. He like embraces our full selves, and like we're like children of God, and we're like nothing less.
I think something like maybe a little different is like obviously like yes, everyone has their flaws and like sometimes I feel like we're told kind of like what Kate was saying, like yes, we're all made with our flaws and like God loves us all the same and like yes, that can make you like feel better, but sometimes it's like hard to still believe that and be like not get over it, but hard to just like especially when you're like dealing with like a lot of different struggles and you just get really like down on yourself. So I think a way that I like to think about it is like yes, God still like sees us all the same and like loves us, but kind of like what Lily was saying, how like he knows what we're going through. So like for me, it's easier to be like I can lean on God and like know that even though I have these imperfections and like I'm still loved by God, he's still aware of them and like can support me through it. So instead of just like being like it's fine, like I don't know, I find it easier to be like God's there. I don't know if that makes sense, but like sometimes I feel like that's
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's all right. Fun.
I don't know. I feel like I don't really have anything to add. I feel like I agree with everyone.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's such an interesting thought. Like, whether it's any way you kind of take it. One of the ways I see it too, not that I totally agree with everyone saying, but I always think of like my imperfections as a way, as something, an empty space that a friend or someone here can help fill, and helps me connect with you guys. And it helps me, like, I feel like very blessed to be in the position I am, to have you guys and have this team around me, because you're doing a bunch of things that I can't do. You connect with people the way I can't, and you see the world in such a different way than I can, and I learn to just appreciate how you guys see it. And so I always, one of my prayers, I'm just always so thankful for the people that God has brought here. And so I just always want to say I'm so lucky to have all of you. Is there anything else that we want to end we did highs and lows. We talked about what's in and out for 2025, our insecurities. That got deep. Jeez, that got deep. How about what's one goal that you would like to accomplish? And that's how we'll kind of end it. What's one thing you would like to accomplish in your lifetime? Huh. Anyone have one?
Lifetime?
We can
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
I want to run a marathon.
Ooh.
You know, I'm not a runner, but I'm determined that I'm gonna run a marathon.
Nice.
I'm gonna turn into a run.
That's super cool. Anyone else got one? Goal of their lifetime?
I mean, mine's really vague because it's kind of what I just tell people when they ask what I want to do after college. But like, just improve as many people's lives as I can, make people happy around me, and just like try to be a positive light in the world instead of emphasizing like all the hate that's been so present lately.
Yeah. That's super. Yeah. That's super awesome. Anybody else?
For me, just like being happy in my job and like being happy where I'm at, but also feeling like I have the space to improve and like get better and continue to learn and like have just more experience.
I just really want to like travel and like see more of the world because I feel like, yeah, I just think it's really like I really want to go to Spain because I speak Spanish. So like I just want to see more of like the world and like get to experience different things than just like what we have here.
Yeah. In my many years on this earth as an old person, I still have things I want to accomplish. But one of those is I have this really set goal in my life to just be stable and consistent for those around me. I love supporting people. I don't have Ella's desire to see the world. I love to hear what other people have experienced and just being consistent and stable, even though sometimes I want to do something real crazy and I want to do some crazy funny skit or I want to make the world's biggest difference. I want to change the world, but I think the way I do that best is just being stable and consistent for those around me. And I think that's it for our podcast. We hope that you have a blessed rest of your day. Any wishes for our viewers for 2025? Any quick advice? Any wishes?
I hope there's no car troubles for anyone in 2025.
No car troubles. Yeah.
Been there, done that. Like, no car breaking down in 2024.
Any other quick advice or wishes? That's a great one.
Use your blinkers.
Yeah, use your blinkers. You know, I think our last podcast we still talked about drivers.
Oh yeah, we
I've
did.
had so many bad experiences with drivers this week. It's not good.
Anybody else? Any other quick advice or anything like that?
I would just say one thing that I'm trying to do is like be more present, so, like live more in the moment. Because I just feel like, especially being a senior this year, everything is going by so fast.
Yeah.
So like kind of another just like little goal that I have for myself is to just be more present. But I think it's something that everyone can like try to do because I feel like it's so easy to just get caught up with like everything going on, and sometimes you miss out on like little moments. So that's something.
I'm literally thinking of that on the way here.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like that.
I would say find a new hobby.
Hobby, yeah.
Good one.
Mine is that God always loves you no matter what you do. Thank you for listening, and I hope everyone has a great rest of their day.